Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, no,
Having
no,
hobbies
no.
is literally the cheat code to having success and building the business you've always wanted to. There's a lot of this nonsense going around saying that basically, oh, if you follow your passion, you're always gonna be poor, type of thing. And to me, that's a very ignorant statement based on the technology and the advancements we have in today's day and age. So right now, I actually run an agency, and we're gonna get into agencies later because I think the whole model is just very oversaturated. It's hard to be successful nowadays because everybody and their mom has an agency. But I've been able to do this with brands that I love, and it's been fun and it's been very lucrative. But before I get into any of that, I want to give you a little bit of context and a little information on my background so you can start to make it relevant to your life and your path. So my first ever entrepreneurial endeavor was a YouTube channel, and I made bass guitar. For those of you who don't know what bass guitar is, it's when you hear the really loud cars on the side of the road and you feel like you're shaking, that's the bass. So I played that instrument, and I have a very niche and specific YouTube channel, and I grew it. And I've had other YouTube channels, but that one worked the best. First of all, because I was the most consistent with it, but also just because I found niche, and within that niche, then you start to reach other people, but it's because they like your specific content. So many people try to serve everybody, and when you do that, you're serving no one. And this was all just stuff that I liked. Like, I was having to learn a lot of these songs for gigs anyway, and so just being able to share it, people found value in that. Okay, you don't have to be the best, in my case, bass guitarist ever, but you are probably better than somebody else out there. And if you're not, then practice and get better. But if you are and you have put in the time, somebody else is going to find value from it. So anyway, I made a course and I sold some of those courses, but it just wasn't sustainable. So I kind of moved on to my next endeavor. And I did a few little mini projects kind of in between then and where I'm at now. But now we get to the agency, and it's just a natural progression of basically moving from YouTube to helping other brands work with YouTubers. As I was doing my YouTube channel, I got offers from some brands to do some sponsored content, but it was just these mass messages, and I never responded to them because I just thought it was bots most of the time, which probably was, so good for me. But I discovered this need for influencers for these brands and their marketing stuff. Sorry, I got my knee. But I said, well, I was a YouTuber, and I'm always using Music Gear brand. I'm literally the ideal customer for a lot of these brands because I buy their stuff. So I said, I'm sure there's probably other YouTubers that have gotten these messages. They don't know what to do with it, and I'm sure there's other brands out there that don't even know the power of influencer marketing. So I dove headfirst into this, and I basically saw there was nobody else serving Music Gear brands for influencer marketing. So I was like, well, I'll do it myself. And yeah, there you. I mean, not now. As within my first 3 months, I was already doing upper 4 figures. So not too shabby, not too shabby. My point with all this, and the reason you clicked on the video, I wouldn't be able to do this if I hadn't built up these other hobbies. So obviously, if you're watching this, you're an entrepreneur. There's a hobby, and everything is kind of built around that. Because I think an entrepreneur, it's more than a hobby. It's more like just a mindset and a personality trait. Some people just don't have it in them. But I showed you reading. That's another thing. That's where you learn a lot of your fundamentals. But with whatever business you do, and I've talked about this before, you don't make a business just because you like business. You have to have some sort of, whether it's passion, whether it's expertise, or just knowledge about something else other than business, unless you want to be an employee. But if you don't, you want to be able to serve people who aren't interested in business, unless, again, obviously you're some sort of guru. But to even be a guru, you have to have been successful, unless you're a poser. You have to have been successful in some other business. So, and speaking of gurus, what the gurus will tell you is do the thing that is boring that nobody else wants to do, and that's where you'll make a lot of money. Which could be true if you want to sell freaking toilet paper the rest of your life. But with the internet now, why would you do that when you can literally do something you're passionate about and make a lot of money. There's so many e-com brands, there are agencies like what I'm doing that are able to sell products and stuff they're passionate about, and it's so much better when the founder is actually the ideal customer. So for me, again with the agency, I buy this music gear, I understand what it takes to get me to buy this music gear, I know what I need to see to make a purchase. So all I do is transfer that skill, my hobby, stuff that I built out outside of business, and I put it conjunction with all my business knowledge, and there you go. There's a winning business model. But if I didn't have that expertise, I'd be like every other freaking agency and, you know, market to everybody and sell everybody's products. But then I have no expertise and I have no way to differentiate myself from the other agencies. So why would a brand work with me when they can work with an established agency that has like a crazy track record? Why would they take the chance on me who, you know, maybe I don't have a marketing degree, or maybe, you know, I don't have all the experience or the track record? This is why you need a hobby, or you need to be able to develop skills, and it's easiest to do when it's something you love, because then you're always invested in it. You don't have to get paid to do it. Like, I don't get paid to, well, sometimes I do, but I don't get paid often to play music. I just love playing music. The future of business is in the niches. I don't really see any other like Walmarts coming to be, because all those big categories are already taken, and to build a real sustainable brand like is exactly that. You have to build a brand around something specific and a certain person, and it's so easy and so much better again when you're the customer. So what I want you to do, and what I want your takeaways to be from this video, look at what your hobbies, look at what you like to do without getting paid. This could be literally anything. Could be art, could be sports, could be board games, for crying out loud. Whatever you like to do, look at those skills and look at like the products around those. Look at the different methods, maybe the teaching methods. Find something that involves a transaction and look at, okay, well, I really like this thing, but maybe I could do something better here. And just take that and, I mean, combine that with your entrepreneurial skills, you have a winning product. If you're the ideal customer and you know what you need to do well at that, I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. You problem solved right there. You just got to figure out how to develop it and market it, and you've got a winning business. So I know this video was kind of more of a rant. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I'm more than happy to carry on the discussion, or follow me on Instagram at Elias J Nolan. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.